Good morning, my faithful lawyer YouTube subscribers. Today is Monday, January 25th. The year is 2021. I'm muting my phone. All right, so over the weekend, I went out and just out of curiosity, I got in my car and decided there were some neighborhoods that I wanted to look at that are going through gentrification. I wanted to see what the homes look like and how much they were going for. So I drove down MLK into Hunter Hills, Mosley Park, Vine City, Washington Park area. Got in my car, drove over, hit the streets, drove around. They have a new Zaxby's that they opened on Martin Luther King and Washington Park, I guess, or Vine City. I guess that's Washington Park. I don't know. I always call it area the West End, but it's not. More specifically, they go by names like Washington Park, Vine City, Mosley Park, Hunter Hills. Those are the neighborhoods that historically have been black neighborhoods for decades. I drove through there and I saw some beautiful renovations. I mean, spectacular renovations, second floor additions, beautiful landscape homes, just beautiful homes. So I was like, well, what do these homes cost? And I went to look at them up online. Those homes range in price from mid-twos for a partially renovated house. That's it. I didn't see really one house with mid-twos. I might as well scratch that off the list. But I would say from about $300,000 to $500,000 what these homes are going for in that area. Now, this is shocking to me. And Earl was with me, and we rode through that area. We used to look at houses for years back in the day, and you couldn't get a house that paid over $150,000 back in the day. Now this stuff is selling for between $300,000 and $500,000, and there are tons of white families moving in there, and you know, it's kind of shocking. But as you drive through the street, there's so many renovations. There are dumpsters everywhere, houses under contract, homes being rebuilt, new construction going up in this area that was dormant for years. Now, the only problem I guess I have with this area, they're at those prices. As you go into the West End, the prices get even higher. They go up to about $600,000. They can range in price from $300,000 to $600,000 in the West End. The whole housing market seems to have exploded into some extremely high price points in the middle of a pandemic. Here we are now going almost a year into this pandemic, and the home prices have skyrocketed. And we know why. People are moving here from various states. They come here from New York, New Jersey. Everybody's running from the virus, and they're pushing the housing market prices through the roof. And of course, me and Earl would look at these prices saying, we're not going to pay this for these housing prices because this is ridiculous. And so we thought, well, let's look at some homes that are unrenovated and see what they're going for, if you can find anything. Still outrageously priced houses. I mean, there was homes prices out there in that part of town, which I happen to love. Even up and down Bankhead Highway into Grove Park and all those historic neighborhoods, the prices are just outrageous. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't think these home prices are sustainable. It's just too high. Now, in comparison, if you go on the north side of town, of course, we know getting a new construction or a renovated home for $300,000 to $500,000 is probably a bargain. But here's the catch. The schools are horrible over in this end of town. The schools are bad. The shopping is bad. Very limited stores. The West End Mall, what you're going to buy there, some Nikes. Very few grocery stores. There's a Walmart over there. Good luck with that. Very limited stopping, very limited restaurants. I mean, there's a Zaxby's, there's a Chick-fil-A over there now. The Chick-fil-A's been there for about 3 years now. The area is changing. I will say that it is improving tremendously. They have the Beltline. You can go run in some heat if you want to, or you know, if you're into the Beltline. The Beltline don't do nothing for me. But these prices are just high. All over Atlanta, these home prices have skyrocketed. We are in a massive housing bubble, and it's not going to end well, and people just don't understand this. I have friends who are buying houses left and right. People buying clothes and buying stuff, and they're like, why didn't you know about something? Why didn't you? Because we're sitting on the sideline looking at you idiots buy. Why we went out there and buy this expensive mess? What are we going to do with it? Shit, we 50. We're gonna be paying on that house for the rest of our damn lives. A $500,000-$600,000 house in the ghetto? I don't think so. And let's just face the truth. It's still the ghetto. Yeah, it's changing. Yeah, it's going through gentrification. Yeah, people are moving in here. Yeah, the home prices are high for no reason. And I just don't know. I'm just sitting back looking in total shock. And the area is rapidly changing. But how long can these home prices hold before we reach the end of the road? We have thousands of people who ain't paid a mortgage payment in almost a year now. All that stuff is in forbearance. What's going to happen with those people? What if those people throw those homes on the market once they realize they're not going back to work? Or their job is not bringing them back? Or they're not going to be able to pay those back payments? They're going to put them houses up for sale. Going to flood the houses with the market with houses. To be honest with you, if I owned a house right now and I could not afford those mortgage payments on it, I'd throw that house up for sale and take my money and run. But this shit is at the peak because it's not going to stay there. It is inevitable. The housing market and the stock market are in two large, massive bubbles. And then when they burst, we're going to be sit back total shock. Biden going to have his hands full because he got a bumpy road ahead of him. He got a bumpy road. This year is going to be very bumpy. Assuming they're able to get this virus under control, get the vaccines into people's arms. Lots of people are saying that they don't want to take the vaccine. I have a friend who works at a hospital here, Piedmont Hospital. He said when they came time to vaccinate the workers, half the people there said they didn't want it. So they were begging people, y'all don't want to take it? They're like, no, we don't want to take this vaccine. So you got a lot of people who are rejecting the vaccine. How will we ever reach herd immunity if people don't want to take the vaccine? The virus is mutating, getting worse, more deadlier, more contagious. Now people are not paying attention. Don't they know viruses do mutate? That's why China clamped down so hard, because they didn't want that virus to mutate and get worse. They wanted to end it, and they did end it in China without a vaccine. But they had to kill a lot of people along the way too. But I think we're going to be in for one hell of a road with this housing market here. And for those of you who are determined to buy one, this is the thing I don't understand about people in these houses. They ain't going nowhere. People buying homes like they're going out of style. Oh my God, if I don't buy a house now, I'm never going to get a house. I'm never going to get a house if I just had to buy one now. That's a lie. There will be plenty of houses for sale in the future, tomorrow and every time, and maybe cheaper than today. Why do y'all feel like you have to buy, you have to follow? It's just, I don't understand. I've never understood how Americans follow each other off a cliff. It's like they can't think for themselves and go out. There's no need to buy a house right now unless you absolutely need one, which I can't think of any reason other than escaping from high rent. But there should be, I can't think of any reason why somebody would have to absolutely have to go out and purchase a home, buying a home that's overpriced, in my opinion. I'm just trying to figure it out. I just think it's kind of weird. I think it's kind of odd. But that's what people want to do. I say wait and be patient. These home prices are not going to be sustainable. Everybody can't afford a $300,000 to $500,000, $600,000 house in the hood. And when you start going into the better neighborhoods, the shit gets even more outrageous. You know, so it's kind of like, okay, who's buying this stuff? Well, of course, I know the market is being fueled now by people coming out of state and coming here looking at them, oh, this is a bargain for $800,000, because they know back up in New York, they can't get shit for $800,000. You can come here and look what you can get for $800,000 or $1 million or $1.5 million or even $500,000. They're like, oh, this is a bargain. But it ain't a bargain. And they're going to find out the hard way what they've purchased was fool's gold. And these homes will not be able to sustain its value. Unemployment is still high. The pandemic is still running around here eating people. The coronavirus is still eating people. Y'all do realize that, right? People are not, unemployed. Incomes are not the same. Be careful. Those of you who want to buy a home, you better think twice. You better think 3 times, think 4 times, think 5 times, and look at the history. Once the housing market gets too high, it can only go nowhere else up but down. So you run on in there and buy it if you want to. Just be prepared. If you can buy a house right now at the peak, which we're nearing the peak or at the peak, Just be prepared to sit in that house for the next 10 to 15 years until the peak, till we get back to the peak again. If you feel like you're going to have to sell in the next 4 or 5 years, I would not touch that house. Because you're going to be upside down. And you won't be able to get out of it at that time. You probably have to rent it, or who knows. But if you can sit in the house, I have some universal houses. We were shocked at those prices. Literally shocked. Like, pick up the flyer and like, oh, what? Look online. We on phones looking at these prices like, this is outrageous. Under contract. And you're looking like, people are buying this stuff. I mean, seriously. There was still crackheads dancing in the street over there. They ain't got rid of them yet. It's still a rough area over there. In Vine City, Washington Park, Hunting Hill, Mosley Park. It's still rough. There's still crime over there. There's still issues over there. You know, the area is changing. Yeah. But my goodness. Look what you got to go through just to get some groceries. One good thing, though. You may not have to go grocery shopping because you got Publix and Kroger delivery, Amazon. You can get everything delivered to your front door. That way you can sit there with your rifle and protect your house from somebody busting in the door and stealing your shit. When you ever leave the house, you're working from home, you're shopping from home, you can't leave the house, you just pay $600,000 for you're stuck. Protecting it. Worst case scenario, you know. People say, somebody say, why you're so negative? Your videos are so negative. Oh, that's so negative. Ooh, that's negative. Oprah got a great YouTube channel. You can go check it out. She still owns a little bit of OWN. You can go watch that shit over there. If you think my channel is negative, why are you watching it? Shit, turn it off. Go outside and get some fucking exercise. Hang up the laptop. You ain't got to stare at me all day. Get your ass out and go out and run outside in the rain and hopefully you get hit by a damn car out there. We don't want you to get hit by a car. Oh, yes, we do. Get hit by a car. Shit, be done with it. Well, I'm not worried about you people saying I'm negative. But if you buy one of these houses right now, you're going to be in the negative. Y'all better think. This is unsustainable. This shit is outrageous. $1 million townhomes all over the city. I'm like, who is buying this crap? Why is it so high? Is it gold-plated floor? I had to get out and go look. Is it gold-plated floors inside this townhouse? Why is this shit $1.2 million? There's a townhouse that I fell in love with in the old Fourth Ward. $1.5 million. I was blown away. Because I would have never stepped foot in that place if I had known that shit was on the market for $1.5 million. But I fell in love with that place. I said, ooh, if I just had $1.5 million, I'd just love this damn place. I'd come back when it's 50 cents on the dollar. $700,000. Maybe less. $1.5 million in the old Fourth Ward. I'm like, who gonna buy this? Who? It was gorgeous though. New construction, beautiful. If you ever over there, what is the name of that damn place over there? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what to say about these home prices. Because it just keeps going higher and higher and higher, and we get into the red zone. But there are tons of articles you can read about. They say, okay, the housing prices are too high, the stock market is outrageous. Something's got to give. And when they do give, when these bubbles burst, and they will burst, it's not going to be pretty. And people going to be saying, what happened? Ooh, what did I do? I'm not going to sue somebody. Okay, you weren't paying attention. You went out and paid $700,000 for this damn house. I think the highest thing we saw in the West End was like 6 something. Right at 600,000. I was like, this was in the real West End. Right, not too far from, I think it's called West End Heights or something. Should they have their damn mind? That shit was the Heights. They got that neighborhood right. $600,000 for that shit that just a few years ago it was vacant and homeless and abandoned, and homeless people living in there. Now they even rented out. They want $600,000 for this shit. I'm thinking, who is buying this stuff? But people are buying it. People are buying. Interest rates are low for the low. Then they get into 5% down loans. I don't know what they put down on these damn houses. I just wonder, how would you go to knock on the door? How much you put down on the damn house? Did you use cash, or did you use some of that funny money? Did they use some down payment assistance on this house? Because a lot of people are getting $50,000 to $60,000, $70,000 in down payment assistance here in Atlanta. If you earn a certain income, I've had friends who purchase homes and use down payment assistance, but not on nothing that expensive though. But I'd be very leery about purchasing a home at this price in this market at these prices. I don't think this is sustainable at all. It just can't keep going up and up and up. When does it end? And the interesting part, they have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of houses for sale. You just drive around all over the city looking at houses from East Atlanta, and you can drive around literally all day seeing brand new construction here in Atlanta from north, south, east, and west. Whatever price point you want, they got, except for $199, what I was looking for. But you might can find something for $199. You really go out there and aggressively search. Because I had a friend, he paid $199 for a house over in the Greenbrier Mall. He paid about $199 for that house, a brand new construction. So they do exist. They exist. He got $50,000 or he got something in down payment, $20,000 or $30,000 in down payment assistance over there too. Now the area is rough as hell. Oh my God, it was rough. But hey, he liked the house, it's brand new construction. What's the deal? I mean, nothing like a new house. You ain't got to do nothing to but sit in there and, like I say, sit on your front porch with your rifle and protect your house from them thieves coming in there to steal your shit. So there are tons of houses for sale. There's new construction all over the city. Yeah, if you want new construction, I like new homes, but I like houses that have some character, like older homes. I was really in love with a lot of the houses that I did see. Some of the renovations I saw were really, really nice, particularly over in Washington Park, Honey Hills, and Mosley Park. I like what they're doing over there. I've always liked that neighborhood because it's a real neighborhood feel. The neighborhood's about 100 years old. And there's some positives over there. You got Mosley Park. I love the park. It's right near to the park. I like to live near a park more so than the Beltline. Now, you can take the Beltline to these parks, I'm assuming. I don't know if the Beltline runs into Mosley Park or not. Maybe some of you all live in that area can tell me. I don't know. I just be honest with you. I haven't stepped foot on that Beltline. They've been screaming Beltline for the past few years. I don't have a bike or nothing. I used to own bikes, so I don't get out there and go bike ride. I'm not about to. It just ain't don't appeal to me for some reason. I don't know, because I guess ain't no beach there. Now, if I can get on that Beltline and it took me to the beach, I'd be right over there. I'm going to the beach. But where are we going? I mean, just a little concrete path going to some stores and shops, a Shake Shack and some burger restaurants, and that they didn't put these restaurants along the Beltline in certain areas. And I don't know. It just don't appeal to me. I guess I'm too old for that damn shit. I guess I'm too bitter. As I said, you negative. You so negative. F you motherfuckers. But anyway, but seriously, if you are considering buying a home, or if you're thinking about buying stock, or you're invested in the stock market, please be careful. Please do your research. Please read, see what's going on. What's motivating people to purchase these homes in this market? Why are these home prices still steadily skyrocketing? We in the middle of a damn pandemic. What is going on? This shit is so high and consistently going higher. What is fueling this? Something's not right here. Low interest rates, okay, that's fine. Funny money, how difficult is it to get a mortgage these days? Not hard at all. See, people seem to think, because the housing market collapsed in 2008, that they came in here and made changes, and now it's hard to get a house. That's a motherfucking lie. Anybody can go buy a damn house right about now. They getting these houses away. You want one? You can get one. Yeah, you might have to jump through a few hoops, but you will, at the end of the day, get that key to that damn house, because they're going to have to sell it and do these mortgages. You got some greedy people working in these banks who are trying to do these loans. They're going to do those loans. They're going to get them loans closed. You better believe that. If you own a house, you can go buy one. Question is, do you want to buy one in this market with all this overpriced shit? That's my problem. I don't see nothing wrong with owning a home. Just be prepared to do a lot of work to that raggedy house, new or used, whatever you decide to do. Houses require work and time and effort. And if you're not willing to put that effort and time into it, you might just want to keep renting. But if you're prepared to cut the grass, clean the windows, fix the windows, furnace goes out, you got to call somebody to fix that damn furnace, air conditioning appliances go bad, you got to get a new refrigerator, or, you know, they require work. You know, everybody isn't designed to be a homeowner. Some people probably just need to rent. And in this market, renting kind of make more sense because you can be saddled with some of the expensive mortgage that a year or two down the line from now, you probably underwater. And you probably people paying $600 for an housing for $600,000. Let's say in Washington Park, Mosley Park, or Hunter Hills, Washington, the highest house over there was like $500. Say the market takes a hit. You didn't bought the most expensive house in the neighborhood. Now it's worth, let's just say it drops to $300. You $200,000 underwater. What if you have to sell it? What if you have to rent it? I don't think you got to factor this stuff into this. You know, unless you got a large down payment to put on this house. I wouldn't want to put no, and I'll be very honest with y'all, I'm a firm believer in putting as little down on the house as you can, because you don't know which direction this market going to go. You plop $200,000 down on that house, now you owe $3, and now the house only worth $3. What happened to your $200,000 you put down? Poof, it didn't vanish into thin air. I ain't doing that. I want the 5% down like everybody else down. 5% down. Give me that low interest rate. You got any free government money over there? You sure I can't qualify for none of that down payment assistance the rest of these niggas got? We'll go over there and check again, because I want some of this free money. That's what you better do if you're buying a house. If you can take advantage of these government programs, get you some down payment assistance, dig around and get you some. Don't pay these. And if you have a real estate agent telling you, I don't know how to get that, you can fire their ass and go get you somebody who do know how to get it. Because there's a ton of free money out there. And if you want a house, take advantage of it. Do not let somebody talk you out of that free money that's out there. Down payment assistance money, low interest rates. Tell them to kiss your ass, because you want that free money like everybody else is getting. This is my thoughts on this. Now, if you're rich and you need no down payment assistance, then pop your $200,000-$300,000 down on these expensive houses. Good luck with that. Just my thoughts and opinions. But I'd rather go into a house with as little as money down as I can, and if I want to double up on them payments later on. But my whole theory is I'd rather just wait, because these home prices are too high. I'm going to wait till times get better, when this shit 50 cents on the dollar, and it's coming. It's coming. They can't continue down this path. These homes are too high. They're too expensive. It's unsustainable. The market is just unsustainable. It ain't got nowhere else to go but down. Again, just my thoughts and opinion. But who am I? Just the fool over here on the internet, listening to my phone, staring at, what is this? Somebody sitting me up a picture. Anyway. It's 11 o'clock. I need to get off here. And I'm trying to get to the gym. I'm going to get back. I want to get to the gym by 12 noon. I don't think I'm going to make it, though. But anyway, because I want to get back here early before the sun go down. It's supposed to rain and all this other shit. It was a dreary day in Georgia. It's kind of chilly out there, raining any damn way. But anyway, these are just my thoughts and opinion. If you want to buy a house, buy one. Just be careful. Make sure you know what you're doing, because it's not going to be so easy to undo that situation. When you have millions of people who have not made their mortgage payments because they're not working because of this pandemic, or they've taken substantial pay cuts, or they're behind on them, but something, this is not going to end well. It's not going to end well, y'all. But, like I said, your decision. There are a lot of people out there buying homes right now. There are people fighting over these houses, showing up there. I've seen open houses. I've talked to a real estate agent who had a house near the federal prison here. She said she had over multiple backup offers on a house that was $550,000. And near the federal prison here in Atlanta. She said she told me, she said, this is not the time to buy a house. It's just too high. Now, this is where a white real estate agent told a complete stranger on the phone. She was like, this is ridiculous. The house did multiple offers over the list price of the house. And she was concerned with that house even appraised for what they would have under contract for. So I listen to these real estate agents. They're even in shock. Now, when you got real estate agents who in this business and they're blown away by these prices, what does that tell you? People been in business for 20, 30 years. I run around in like total shock. Like, what is fueling this? Mass hysteria? Insanity? Something's not right. It's more than just low interest rate that are fueling this housing market. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, today is Monday, January 25th. The year is 2020. And I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. 2021. Let me get that right. I know y'all going to be playing Monday, January 25th, 2021. I'm out of here.